So hello friends. So in my last video, we discussed and integrated the zero-step library, that is AI agent, with our Playwright script. In this video, we will be looking the auto playwright, which is created by this Lucanen person. So what's basically the difference between them? So when we talk about playwright, so you have a limited flexibility so that you cannot select the LLM which is involved underlining. You need to follow the GPT 3.5 and GPT 4, and which itself is handled by the zero step only. You don't have to have control over it. You will just giving the prompt and it will giving you the answer. If with auto playwright, you can select the LLM. There is a set of difference between if you're using zero step and playwright, and similarly if I go with their blog, you can also find the difference between playwright and zero step. What is basically what these guys are saying? Zero step, that they have first published the repo and this person has just copied it and with some tweaks, and his so they have in fact written a complete blog for it. You can just read it out, that we launched on Thursday and cloned by Saturday. So we won't be going in detail like what the fight is basically. We have used zero step and I will be showcasing auto playwright as well. Though it gives a various advantages in comparison to zero step, that what the auto playwright can do. But what I still feel, zero step is a very good. Auto playwright, I am seeing that it can only do very easy stuffs, and the way it consumes the LLM is it is very hungry for the LLM tokens. So I have Visual Studio and I have a folder Auto Playwright, and these are some files in that. So I have added a package.json. So what in that I have done, I have just added the dependency of Playwright and the another dependency of Auto Playwright, which is for this one. Now I'm not using their current version. So the current version is 1.6.1. So I've tried using it. I downgraded the versions, but everything is fine, but it does not work with the LLMs. It start giving the integration errors. It is not working fine. So what I have seen, that it was working fine with 1.1.4 version. So I would request also you to please use this. Maybe when you're watching this, if there is a new version, maybe you can just try it out. If it's work fine, I think that's very good. Also, I've added a dependency for the environment, because as mentioned that for using auto playwright, you need to have an LLM API keys. You need to interact with LLM. You need to use your own LLM. In place of zero step, they were using their own LLM. You need to just integrate with zero step. This auto playwright, basically it's free. When we say it is free, but it is only perception, because you have to pay for the LLM. How to get the LLM keys? So I will be showing with OpenAI platform. So you need to create your account in OpenAI, and you need to add at least some $5 to it for using the API. So like I do have some credit. I have around $4. I think that would be sufficient. You then need to generate the keys. You need to go with the API keys, and then you need to generate the keys also. Now let's coming back. So I have this package.json. I have included dependencies of Playwright and Auto Playwright and the environment. I will go to the terminal and I will install the dependencies. You need to mention npm install. So for my case, the libraries are installed, so it is done. For your case, it will be installing the dependencies. The next thing, I will be creating a .env, as I shared before, that I need to add the API keys for my OpenAI. Okay, so I've added the OpenAI API keys for my project. This is a secret, so I will be changing it after the video is done. Now let me just add a test file for running of my Playwright test cases. So I will create a test file, test hyphen application.js, that we will be navigating to the Google, and what we will try to do, we will just try to enter helpingtesters.com and we'll see if it is searching or not. So what I have done, I have added one file, test applications.js, and I have included the library for Playwright test and the auto playwright, which I have showed that in my JSON package.json. I have imported these files, so I'm just including their library. I have also linked my environment, the API key, which is an open API key. So what I'm doing, I'm just linking these keys here as well. So I'm just naming it test with auto playwright, and test name I will be giving as just sample test. And what I'm doing here is just that I am navigating to a page using the playwright, and let us first see that it is working fine or not. Let me go to the terminal, application.js. Okay, so it is working fine. The Google is open, so it is working fine. So now let's do with the auto playwright. If I visit the auto playwright, you need to use the additional options as well. So you, for needing of the selectors, as we mentioned that we are using our open AI or the LLM, so you need to specifically add which model you need to use. So currently in the example, they have given GPT-4 preview, but I have seen that it didn't went well fine. So you can try out various other models as well. For my case, it will be GPT-4o, and I will be using this. What I have done, I have added a constant option and I have told it to use the model app GPT-4o. Now let me write a command so that using the Playwright Auto, so I can visit the google.com and I search the helping. What I'm doing here is I am using await and then I'm mentioning the auto. Auto is a Playwright, Auto Playwright instance, and I am just adding a prompt here that navigate to google.com and search helping testers. So they are context of page and test, and I am also mentioning debug is equal to true. I'm also mentioning debug is equals to true so that you can get the context of the logs which are being worked. So you will can get the documentation here as well. Let me just add another command using the playwright that navigate to google.com and then search helping testers. Let me just navigate, remove the navigate, save it, and let me run it again. So it navigated to Google using the Playwright, traditional Playwright, it worked fine. Now it has to enter helping testers and click on search. But you can see it is not doing it. It take a lot of time. It just entered helping tester, and let's see if it able to search as well or not. No, it was not able to do a search. It clicked entered the helping testers but didn't search. So very simple instruction, it was not able to do it. So let me comment it, and let's take a very basic website and see if it's able to do it or not. So I just created a very simple website on GitHub pages, and what it is doing, it is a login page, and here it is mentioned that what is the admin username and what is password. You can just type admin and password 123 as mentioned here, and you click on login, and you can see that it is giving a product inventory, that fruit juice prices, this and all that stuff, a simple very inventory, and you have only one option here that you can log out of the application. It's a very basic thing. So I have written down a code here. So using the playwright, what I'm doing is that first I'm navigating to this page which is shown of helping testers GitHub page, and then using the auto keyword for using this library auto playwright. So I'm just saying that enter username as admin, enter password as password 123. I'm just saying click on login, verify user is on a dashboard page, and click on logout. So I'm just writing a very simple step, and let's see if it's working or not. Let me go to the terminal and let me just run it and see if it's working fine or not. So it has opened the page and let's see if it's working. It's a very basic website. And yes, it's working fine. And you can see it was much faster when we are comparing with the Google. Because how it is going is this AI agent, what it does, it get the all page details and send it to the LLM. So it takes a lot of time to process it. So that's why it is very slow. This is a very basic website. So in our case, what it did everything. So we did 5 steps and it did very well. Now let's try another thing. So we are just entering the prompt for each steps. So let's try to do, if we add a complete prompt of this in one single step, is it able to do it or not? So I have written down a one single prompt which is saying login into the application with admin and password 123 and then log out. And let's see if it's working fine or not. Before we have added 6 steps and now let's do in a single step. In my last video of 0 step, you have seen that it was not working. It was working in individual cases, but it was not working in a good big prompt. Though 0 steps were very good, it was able to automate a lot of website, a complex website, but we have seen that it is able to automate a simple website. Google it was able to do, but it was very slow, right? Let's first see that it is working fine or not with a single prompt, and then we will see next it can automate the complex websites or not. So let me run this. Yes, so we are seeing that it is working fine. It entered admin password. It clicked on login and let's see. Oh, it's worked perfectly fine. Yes, so it is very good. If we compare it with the 0 step in terms of this capability, it is very good. Now let's try to automate one advanced website. It is able to do it or not. So this is a website of Calendly. So what we will do, we will navigate to this page and then we will click on this cookie settings and we'll say that yes, I understand. We will select a time zone and IST. We'll click on today's date and we'll see if we can book the timing slot as well. Added the URL of this application and just now let me write the prompt for do it and let me just say it. Uh, Click on cookies. I understand. And let me just write in another line. Select India time zone. And let me uncomment both of them and see if it's working fine or not. Let me save it and run it now. So it has navigated to the, oh, it crashed. Right. The problem is that it is saying that I cannot do this, something wrong here. Unimplemented error. The provided web page snapshot does not contain an element. It was very fast for this. Let me just try it again. If so, it navigated to the web page and again it's not able to do it. So the reason is simple. This auto playwright will work only for the easy applications and very easy tasks. When we are want to do some complex actions, it won't work. Maybe the reason I'm using a older package, but that may be the reason, but the new package is not working. Maybe when the newer versions come, it might work well. But for now, I would say that it is not a good recommendation. For easy website, yes, we can do it. The best part is that if I compare it with the 0 step, so it will be very cheaper in terms of 0 step because they are charging you both on their platform plus the OpenAI keys. So it's an integrated platform. While using the autopilot, you are just using your LLM. So that's it. And guys, when you are just adding the OpenAI keys here and running your code, as I mentioned that you need to add $5. So please make sure you add a limit because the more you will start working on these test cases, it will consume a lot of your tokens and your dollars. So please make sure you have not set the auto payments. That is all for today's session. Thank you.